Well, hello everybody. Today is January 14th, another Thursday, so it's time for a THWIP Thursday. And I don't really have an awful lot to report. I have some finished objects, including this shawl, which is a fiber spider pattern. You see it's got shells and it's got ridges. And it's actually not difficult at all. I added this edging along the long side. It's not in the pattern, but I think it helps to just sort of finish that side. And for this I used the same lion brand mandala in the Valkyrie colorway. There, you got it. So I thought before I attack the big green monster that I would just pound out a quick little blue hat for Hat Not Hate. And it didn't really work out because I didn't have enough in this color. Now, I thought I have two options. Three, really. I could frog the whole thing and just redo it with a pattern that is less yarn hungry. This is my ribbed hat, which I will admit is a yarn eater. I did a little bit of a variation here with the reductions. I started them early, but they were long intervals between and on every row, so it comes up with a nice little ridge there. So I could just totally frog it and do something else that takes less yarn. I could go back part way and use another blue yarn like this to do stripes. Oh, I didn't so much like that idea. Or, since this is cheap Walmart yarn, I could go down there. I was actually out and about this morning. I should have done it then. This is their mainstay yarn that at my Walmart is $2.46 a skein. I will note that I have not seen any of the sales that people have been talking about with Walmart yarn at my local store, but then they have a really minimalist yarn selection there anyway. But they have these mainstay skeins, and I've said before, I find the Walmart mainstay a perfectly suitable service yarn, and I'm all about the budget yarns. So I think that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'll go out and get some more. And, you know, I'm not in a big hurry to finish this. It doesn't have to be done today or tomorrow. Because I think August is when the Hat Not Hate campaign wants the hats. I could be wrong about that. The link to the Hat Not Hate website is in my description. And I have a box of hats that I've already made. I think I showed this one. And here's another ribbed one, that sort of thing. Where's my, oh, you can no longer see the styrofoam head behind me. But anyway, there's one on that styrofoam head as well. So, I have time. That's not a big deal. I did actually get a start on the big green wall, or the big green monster, or whatever we decided to call it, because it's basically a bunch of green yarn. And the story is, and I've told it a few times, I bought a bunch of this Kelly green yarn for a pattern that I was enamored with. And this is the yarn. It also is Walmart mainstay yarn. And, you know, the other day, I think several times I've asked for opinions. What should I do? Should I make the pattern that I originally intended to? Should I make another? It was a blanket pattern. Should I make another blanket pattern? I wanted to make a pattern that I had not made before. Or should I make a sweater pattern? Because I also have a sweater pattern that I've been wanting to do that I have not made before. But in the end, I came back to the pattern that I originally bought the yarn for, which is a Bonnie Bay or Bonnie Barker. Bonnie Bay Crochets is her website and her YouTube channel. It's a pattern that is a free download on Yarnspirations. It's a Yuletide throw. Don't know how well you can see the picture, but it's got detail and it's got a Christmas tree. It's got several Christmas trees. So, and cables and things. So that's what I'm going to do. And this is where I am. I've done 2 rows. So I'll be working on this for a while. And so it will be the big green monster by the time I'm done. I'm not going to call it the blanket that will not die. As far as the sweater that will not die, the written pattern is in the hand of some testers right now. And then I'm hoping by mid-February I will have it on Ravelry and Etsy as a pattern that's available. It will not be free. I do have 2 free patterns on my blog, and I'm also putting those on Ravelry as free patterns. The link to the blog and to the patterns is in the description to this video. That's really all I have in terms of WIPs and finished objects. I have an unfinished object that I'd like to get back to, and I've mentioned it before. It's a granny hexagon blanket, and I did 72 hexagons of, it was either 5 or 6 different colors. And I began piecing them together, and then I put it all in a box, and it's been in a box for a couple of months. So I hope that I'll be able to report some progress with that next week. So tell me, what have you been up to? What are you doing? What's on your hook? And what do you have for finished objects and unfinished objects and works in progress? And I want to thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, all the normal YouTube stuff. And I will see you next Thursday for another THWIP Thursday. Bye-bye now.